ABG Neal, you tapped in with PPhilms. What's the word, man?
What's the word, my guy? We here.
We here. Listen, man, this is a long overdue interview, man. I mean, even to have you sitting down here is like, it's just crazy to me because I know you're not one to even do interviews like that.
Right.
You're not one to, there's so many things people have been speaking about and you kind of stay out the way. To even get you here was challenging.
Right.
But yo, ladies and gentlemen, we got ABG Neal here.
I'm
I
here.
appreciate you, man.
After a long time of no interviews,
Absolutely.
You got me here. Shout out to P.
Word. You know, I like to start my interviews off by saying, you know, thank you for coming on my platform and giving me the opportunity to help tell your story, all right? As we seen today, you know what I'm saying, an interview comes out with Envy Caine and Tiger from I think it's Upper Podcast.
Okay, yeah.
And basically they're explaining the situation that took place in 2019.
Right.
Where apparently Envy Caine and a few people jumped you or whatever the case
Right.
may be. On the platform, Envy Caine makes a couple of bold allegations. Basically, the biggest one saying that you told.
Right.
Also, he runs down a list of things. You called the cops. You said people jumped you, and he tells the story from his perspective. Yeah. He says there's paperwork of all of these things. So I'm like, yo, you know what? Let's have ABG Neal come on the platform and just explain his side of the story. See what he has to say about everything. Right. So,
yeah, I'm here to. I'm gonna personally dispute every single claim he made. Yeah. With the facts and evidence. I don't do if, buts, maybes. I do absolutes and facts. So I'm going to literally, in chronological order, dispute every single claim he made and show that's false. For a long time, I've kind of let this be like a if you know situation. Yeah. I'm not one to talk on this. You know, I don't talk about, you know, I never really gave people the exact context of what really happened. I let people have their own narratives, and there's a whole bunch of different narratives that went around, that went around, but I guess in a nutshell, I was at the studio. There was an engineer there that had, alerted them that I was there.
Crazy. If you don't mind me asking, how long were you working with that engineer? Like, what was the relationship you had with this?
It wasn't even an engineer that I worked with.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, he was just in the spot.
Right. Oh. So he called them. I wasn't even there for that long, so. They got there pretty quick. They had got there. They pulled up. We exchanged words for about. It was a while. It was like maybe like more than 5 minutes. We were sitting there exchanging words. They ain't just come in there and just, do their thing. We sat there. We was going back and forth. Not even on some argument shit. Kind of really just going back and forth. They asking me. They asked me if I was GDK. Yeah. We'll get into the whole context of that, but at that point in time, I had to be a man and stand on what I was doing. I had to be responsible for my, be a responsible adult and say, yeah, I was jacking this.
Gotcha.
I can't say I'm not. Yeah. I wouldn't be a man if I didn't stand on my 10 toes and say, that was the truth. Yeah. I had to stand there, be responsible, say, yeah, this is, I was jacking GDK.
Gotcha.
I feel like a big something that wasn't known is that we were in conversation, I was explaining that it wasn't a personal thing. It was more towards shit that happened to me that made me believe that they were me, K.
Gotcha.
That's the best way to put it.
Gotcha. Because everybody thought everybody felt like, all right, you know what? He does this song with Chef G. Sleepy Hollow's on the song.
Yeah. I made another song with Sleepy too, but that Chef and Sleepy and all that shit had nothing to do with nothing. That was just more like we ended up connecting on some music shit, and shit like that. That had nothing to do with nothing. Really on some street shit leading up to that. Like I said, let me explain like this, right? Without getting too detailed. I'm from a whole different side of Brooklyn. I'm not from their side of Brooklyn. Yeah. We have no ties. I never even, seen a GD in my life before that. Yeah. It wasn't until certain things started happening where I would go to certain neighborhoods in Brooklyn. And certain shit had transpired to me solely off of the fact of what I was around.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that left me to believe, oh shit, I guess I'm not good with them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not a part of the Brownsville whole, thing with everything that got going on.
So basically, nothing to do with Chef G and them. It's like there was my own thing going on that possibly could have caused all of this stuff.
Right, because I was never GDK. That's not a thing in my neighborhood.
Gotcha.
And I want people to know that it wasn't on some like following a bandwagon shit. It wasn't like a mute like trying to be down or follow things that we were things that we were surrounded by.
Yeah.
Like I said, shit happened to me solely based off of being surrounded by that.
Yeah.
So me not being knowledgeable, I said, oh shit, I guess it's fuck us.
Gotcha.
So then I said, I guess this is what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Now, when you express that to them, what is the response that they say after you express that?
They was like, that's not valid. They was like, that's not, what I'm saying? I was basically expressing like, I don't know y'all. I'm like, but your peoples was doing things to certain people that
you know.
That I know.
Yeah.
If that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And they said that has nothing to do with them. And I said, so my shit got nothing to do with y'all.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like I'm not mad at this shit happening.
Yeah.
I never was mad. I put that on my kids. I never said, I don't feel a type of way when people try to make it a joke. Because as a man, you have to take accountability.
Gotcha.
And never was I mad that they did that. Because at the end of the day, if we're talking about this certain life, they had to do that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
In the streets, when you see supposed
whatever, but even though it wasn't that, but whatever, yeah. I'm not mad for them doing that. But listen, they did what they were supposed to do. I was never mad at that happening. That's why, as a man, I had to take a responsibility at that time and be like, you're right, I am doing this. Couldn't be like, nah, yo, spare me, I'm not on that. Yeah. Because then I wouldn't be standing on what I was doing,
exactly.
Up to that point. Got so, but yeah, and then it ended up, I guess within conversation, it almost felt like, I don't want to say it, I don't know if it seemed like, I didn't know, maybe it wasn't going to go anywhere at one point.
Yeah.
Because we were having a conversation for a long time.
Yeah. So you feeling like it ain't that much tension. Like it seems like it's just a conversation of understanding where we stand and we gonna part ways.
Maybe. I'm not saying, I don't want to, because they came there with the intention to do that.
Okay.
But I'm saying almost with like, it almost felt like maybe it wasn't going to go that way. Gotcha. Because we were conversing for a long time.
Yeah.
We were sitting there going back and forth, but not arguing, talking blah, blah, blah. This is why this is this way. This is why I'm doing this. Or we're not, whatever. So, I don't know.
Gotcha. And you're in there by yourself? Or?
No.
Okay.
Anybody who knows. I was there with about 6 people.
Okay.
Had another 2 people that were in the studio, not too far up. They ended up locking themselves in when they heard what was happening, because they said that they're known as GDK rappers too, so they didn't come out to give me aid. Yeah, no longer talk to those individuals. But yeah, long story short, I
almost want to ask you who, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I don't. It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. It's that happened. So mind you, I'm with like 6 of my mans. Yeah. To me, I'm over here like, yo, fuck it. I'm with 6 of my mans. It's a couple of them. If anything, whatever, we're gonna, it's even. Yeah. So in my mind, I wasn't really too worried about the physical aspect of it. Yeah. Where it was gonna go, but it didn't transpire the way I thought it was gonna transpire. But gotcha. We'll get into that. But yeah, so I was with 6 people, and then a lot of people don't know I got jumped 2 times. I got jumped in the studio.
Wow.
The first time, my chain popped off. They went to try to grab it, but I had a small like a tennis. Okay. And it popped off within like wrestling, like tussling and shit. Yeah. And my shit popped off. They jumped me. I didn't fall enough, and it was like quick. They jumped me. Boom. They picked up the chain, and I was like, all right, that's it. Boom. Fuck it. I had it. It is what it is. But then the second time that everybody seen was outside. So I got jumped 2 times.
So after they jump you the first time, are you able to kind of get up or whatever the case may be?
Nah, I was alright. I was fine.
And where are they at this point? They leave or they chase after you? Or
nah, they walked out.
Oh.
Yeah, they walked out.
Got you. So at that point, are you kind of like, damn, like, should I leave? Do
I was
stay?
confused. That's why I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then when I walked out, there was more of them in more cars. So I fucked up, and I was like, oh shit. I didn't know. I thought it was over. I'm like, all right. It was. I would have been like, I would have been fine with that. Like, all right, fuck it. They got me. That was good. I ain't fall. I got hit a couple times.
Yeah.
It was. I got hit with a Henny bottle too.
Damn.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit broke, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, I was like, all right, cool, that's all right. Fuck it, I got to take that. But yeah, the second time is what everybody else seen. But a lot of people know I got jumped 2 times though.
Gotcha. That's much worse. Now the 6 people there, are they just like watching? Do they leave? Before I ask that, and just be honest. Are these 6 people six people that are aggressive or known to handle themselves that way in the streets, or they're more, yo, we just are here to support you as a friend and that's it. We are not in the street life.
4 out of 6 was people that have been in worse situations than that.
Oh my God. Damn. So what? I'm sure you spoke to them after, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What was their reasoning as to why they didn't help defend you?
I mean, I feel like everybody had different reasonings. I feel like the worst one I heard was that I put them in the predicament. Meanwhile, they were jacking the same thing. But I mean, there was a couple reasons, and I don't want to. There's 1 or 2 people in there that, you know, I don't want to. Yeah. You know, I still have love for to this day, and I don't want to, you know. But there was different reasoning. Some said they did things. Some said they didn't do things. Some said they tried to help. Some said they just kind of just watched because they couldn't do anything. Because a lot of people think it was just like a jumping, like a hand situation. Yeah. And I feel like it's important for people to understand that there wasn't just hands there. Yeah. I don't want to.
I mean, I'll just say it. You don't have to. I'm a journalist.
Right.
When I hear that, I automatically say, all right, there's weapons involved, bro. Somebody got it on them. Somebody got a grip on them.
Right. And then,
you know what I'm saying? And that's not just losing a fight. It could possibly be losing your life, man.
Right. And mind you, it's present as we're having the conversation that led up to it.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I feel like some people didn't do anything because of that too. They're like, yo, what if?
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Damn. Yeah.
So that's an important factor. I feel like, you know, that's an important part for people to understand.
Because I know people might be like, yo, why he didn't fight back or this and that. You know, what do you say to the people who have that, I guess, that I'm concerned? Like, hey, we wanted to see him fight back a little bit more.
I mean, I feel like I tried to the best of my ability up until I couldn't anymore.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? I told you I already got jumped the first time.
Yeah, we only seen that one, so we think that's the
I already got jumped the first time. I got hit with a Henny bottle, whatever. I had a little cut on my face and shit like that. Yeah. I was already kind of like, oh, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I did the best of my ability, and then there was more of them when I went outside.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha. Now, you go outside, and it's kind of like, my thing is like, damn, bro, like, y'all already got it, like again. Now,
yeah.
Are the 6 people coming outside with you, or they're staying?
I'm with like 3 of them at this point.
The other 3 locks themselves in the studio, or they
some stay in, some stay in the studio. I went out with about 3 of them. Yeah. And I'm the only person that got jumped though. That's the best way to put it. I don't want to.
Yeah, of course. Now, that like people don't know, but I seen the video. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. You know, it's just
for sure. Yeah.
It's from one side of the street, another side of the street.
Right.
Now, how bad did things get? You feel me? Physically, when I say that, it's like I know you had to go to the hospital. What was it for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I get a little annoyed at the people that try to act like I could have did more. Yeah. I was 130 pounds soaking wet at that time. Yeah. There was like 8 of them. There was not really much I could do. I was getting dragged by my hair. I was getting hit with a cane. The cane broke over my head, as everybody's seen. Yeah. I had so I don't know. I just feel like this. I don't understand what people would have wanted me to do more than like I said. I already got jumped already. got hit with a Henny bottle over the head. So like I was already like,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
I really don't understand what people would have wanted me to do more at when the part that everybody else seen.
Yeah,
There's only so much I would have been able to do other than just try to deflect as much physical, you know, pain that you know that yeah
that they were given. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, shit was pretty bad. I was in the hospital for a couple days. I had 20 staples in my head.
Yeah.
My head was split open from the cane being broken on my head.
Yeah.
My face was split open. I had like 15 stitches on my forehead. I was knocked out in the middle of the street for an hour and 30 minutes.
Wow.
And I didn't know until like it was told to me when I got to the hospital. Like it happened around 10.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to the hospital until like around 11:30.
Gotcha.
But I thought I just got up
right away after.
Yeah, because
Do you remember like, yo, this happened, or how long did it take for you to remember?
I kept remembering it differently until I kept actually remembering it differently until like a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, until I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I had to like really recollect and try to like think about the whole situation and not like, yeah, I kept remembering it differently though for sure.
That's crazy. Now, so here's the thing. I think I didn't know you were with 6 people, and the fact that you tell me, okay, I can understand they say they were scared. Let me not say scared, but they didn't want to jump in.
Right.
Cool. But you were out there for an hour and a half.
Right.
You didn't jump in. But why am I out there for an hour and a half unconscious, and it was 6 of y'all? One person couldn't call the cops, or couldn't. Let me not say.
Well, not the cops, but
one person couldn't call the ambulance.
Right. Yeah, that was a big problem too, because I feel like my family had felt the way too, as far as like,
yeah,
if you couldn't do anything like that. I mean, that's a problem in itself, but at least you could have just made sure he wasn't out there for an hour and a half.
That would have been my.
I could have died out there. Could have internally bled out and just died out there. I was in the middle of the street too. Yeah, cars going by.
And that's the crazy part. It just shows like I said, when I seen the videos, kind of like there were people who were driving and all that.
Right.
So it just shows humanity, bro. Like to the fact where somebody could just stay out there for an hour and a half and everybody could just be like, It's crazy to me. That just sounds crazy to me. You know, when you kind of ask that, do you ever ask them like, yo, why ain't just call medical assistance for me? That's all I would have asked for.
Everybody got home. I don't want to. That was what it was. Everybody went right home. Everybody went home from there. Like
nobody sent the yo, you home tech. You know, like when you chilling with the bros and y'all all leave the club and everybody's kind of like, yo, y'all good, y'all made it home, and everybody's like, yeah, sturdy.
Everybody went opposite directions.
Yeah. Wow.
Last thing I heard, because I could talk about it now. It doesn't bother me. Last I heard was, I'm gonna tell you verbatim. We hit the corner. All I heard was, yo, Neil, run, they're about to blow. Damn. And I looked back, and I looked the other way, and I don't see my mans no more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I looked the other way again, and now they hear cars deep. So I said, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. They all scattered. They thought they were about to blow out the window, because they came spinning on the corner mad quick. Gotcha. So all I heard was, last word I heard was, yo, Neil dipped, they're about to blow. Yeah. So now, like, I looked over, and then they all scattered opposite directions. But I was already, like, I guess I got hit with a Henny bottle at that point and shit. So I'm kind of just like, damn, I thought they left. I walked out. Damn. But, yeah, I was, that was the last shit I heard before this shit happened.
Damn, yo. Now, okay, let's get into the call now. You know, he says that you called, and I guess he's saying that you told him this happened and that happened and there's a camera or something like along those lines. What is your recollection of what happened?
All right, well, more than a recollection, the facts is this, right? I feel like one of his claims is that I had called the cops. Yeah. That's entirely false. I did not call no cops. I called for medical assistance. Like I just explained, I'm not gonna sit out there and internally bleed and after I'm out there for an hour and 30 minutes. I called for medical assistance. They asked me if I wanted the cops. I said no. They asked me if I know who jumped me. I said I don't know who did it. Yeah. And that was it. I mean the most important part of that conversation is that they asked me if I know who did it. I said I don't know who did it. And they asked me if I need the cops. I said no, just medical attention. Yeah. Mind you, this is not made up. The call is available online. The whole 911 call is available online of this happening.
City 911, you need police, fire, medical. Yeah, you got something really bad. I need an ambulance, please. All right, what's the address? 10008 White Cove Avenue. Yeah, I just got jumped. I can't breathe. I need an ambulance, please. I can't breathe. I'm bleeding everywhere. All right, they'll be there as soon as possible. Do you know the people that jumped you? No, I don't. I just... And they're still not around you? No, they ran. How long ago did this happen? 4 or 5 minutes ago. They didn't have any weapons, did they? Yeah, they hit me with canes in the head. And do you know which way they went? No, I don't know. I just need an ambulance, please. All right, sir. Just sit down and relax. He said, and they'll be there as soon as possible.
Wow. So what he's saying is false. I didn't ask for no cops. I didn't call no cops. I called for medical attention, so I make it home.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's false.
Gotcha.
And that's, like I said, the call is there. This is not me making this up.
You call for medical assistance. They come. Does it take long for them to come, or they're kind of like?
I don't even remember. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Boom. You end up they take you to the hospital. Now, what happens next?
All right, boom. I feel like this right here is the biggest part of the story, right?
Okay.
Because he had made the claim that, after one of the claims he made in that interview after the 911 call was that he said that I didn't tell on the 911 call, which obviously, like I just told you, he did say that. But then he said that when they got there, I didn't tell on him, but I dry snitched, right?
Okay.
Now, this is a big part of the story. I feel like I have to explain this for everybody at home, right? Mr. Envy Caine is saying that he has paperwork to prove that I dry snitched or I cooperated with the police, right? But guess what? I have the paperwork,
Gotcha.
right? It's not I never made no statement. There's no statement on my end. There's no statement with my name on it. As long as I've been breathing oxygen, you'll never find a statement that I made with me saying or implicating anybody in a crime on this green earth. That's not, it's non-existent in this world.
Yeah.
So to break it down for everybody who's not knowledgeable about the situation, the paperwork he's referring to is a police narrative. Okay? For anybody who doesn't know what a police narrative is, it's the officer that's on the case, their summary, a small summary of who, what, where, why, and basically a short summary of what happened. The paperwork he's referring to is not a statement or anything like that. It's a police narrative. That's a key important part of this. In this police narrative that I will show you so you can show everybody, which is what he's referring to, his claim is that I told them, this is the first one, I'm going to do it in chronological order. Yeah. His first claim is that I told them that I got jumped and robbed, right? Obviously, I got jumped and robbed. This is obvious. By the time they got to the hospital, it was 2 hours after I got jumped and robbed. The video was already out. The video was already out of me getting jumped, along with them flexing my belongings on the internet. Yeah. By the time they already got there, they already seen everything that happened. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because they had already put it out on the internet.
Right, it's already out. They already came there asking me. They came there asking me about the GDs and certain affiliations that they thought I might have been around, and asking about beef between the two, and asking me why they did that and shit like that. They didn't come there asking what happened. They already knew what happened. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like they came there on some. And mind you, just to put this out there was 8 active stand-up men around me at that time, and my girl. When this was happening, I'm laying on a hospital bed when they pull up. Yeah. I'm like I said, there's good street individuals, and my girl was there at the time. Yeah. While I'm talking, like I said, they came in there already knowing what happened. Yeah. Like I said, this is not some big mystery that I got jumped and robbed. Why else would I be laying here in this hospital bed? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They showed the world that what they did. It's on video of me getting jumped and getting robbed. It's not like I got jumped and then they took my belongings, off camera or whatever the case may be. Is all this, they showed this to the world that this happened. Yeah. So, like I said, his first claim is that he was saying that his logic is that I cooperated by telling them I got jumped and robbed, which makes no sense to any illogical person at home because it's already out that I got jumped and robbed.
Gotcha.
I'm not telling them anything. Why else would I be laying in this hospital bed?
Yeah.
I didn't. Nobody gave me hugs and kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, from that.
You know, it's funny because I automatically think to myself, and if I am, I would ask them, if you get shot or anything happens to you, and they when you call a 911 or to get medical assistance, you kind of they have to know what happened so that they can
know how to treat you,
be of assistance to you the best that they can. So I'm curious to know, what did they want you to say?
I think they just wanted me to just stay out there and die. I'm not gonna just lay out there and die. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. But like you said, you made a good point.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like. I feel like the key part in this would be a whole different thing. Like, even if they didn't show the world, and I said, yo, I got jumped and nothing's on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't go, yo. I didn't inform them of something that happened. They see in the video, nothing's on me anymore. Yeah. And obviously I got assaulted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, that was his first claim, that saying that I shouldn't have told him I got jumped and robbed. If we're going, I shouldn't have told him I got jumped and robbed, then we have to argue the fact that the video shouldn't have been posted and you're showing that you took my belongings. Yeah. That doesn't make sense. It's contradictory.
Damn, yeah.
Being a hypocrite.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, just to break things down even more, like I said, this paperwork that he's referring to, that I'm talking about, which is a police narrative, not a statement that I ever made. There's two things on there that says, and I'm gonna show.
Yep.
Give it to you so you can show it.
Yeah.
Checkmate situation right now is not much he can say because this is what he's referring to.
Yeah.
Like I said, it says there's two lines of that they're referring to me. It says victim states that he got jumped and his belongings were taken. The next sentence after that is victim states he will not identify perpetrators. Now, I say that to say this, and they'll see it as I'm saying this.
Yeah.
We can't move the goalpost for what's cooperating and what's not.
Yeah.
Never in that whole situation did I ever implicate anybody. I never described anybody. I never implicated anybody. I could have got fucking jumped by midgets for all the fuck they fucking knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never did I implicate anybody, and there's nothing in this world that exists of me implicating anybody in a crime. Like I said, those are and they'll see it. There's two things on there. Victim states I was jumped and robbed, obviously. Victim states he will not identify the perpetrators. As I'm laying there, half unconscious, by the way.
Yeah.
My morals are still there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And now, like you said, you asked about the camera situation.
Yeah.
This is where I have to, and I can't wait for them to see this too. His third claim was that I also dry snitched in this paperwork because he said verbatim, oh yeah, ABG Neal didn't tell on us, but he dry snitched because he said, go look at the cameras. Checkmate, they're going to see in the narrative that I never in my life, never does it say victim said look at the cameras. Yeah. That's non-existent in there. And what it does say, when they see it, it says, that's why I feel like it was very important for people to understand this is a police narrative. I have two things in there that says the victim states. Victim states he was jumped and robbed. Most important part, victim states he will not identify any perpetrators. Yeah. Now after that, they're explaining the crime. He has a now this the detective explaining. Victim has these lacerations on his face, blah 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 blah, and then it says Detective Focus, which is the detective in the case. Detective Focus basically puts down that this camera is located on blah blah White Call, blah blah boom, blah blah blah, and they're gonna see that. Never does it say victim states go look at the cameras. He's making that up because he doesn't want to take accountability for the fact that he posted the crime. Gotcha. You get what I'm saying? Wow. And I feel like I'm going to dispute everything he says with the facts. They're going to see the facts. It's not me just saying it. You don't got to take my word. If you don't got to take my word for it, at least look at the facts. You get what I'm saying? And they'll see that for that third claim he made that I said look at the cameras, that's non-existent, that doesn't exist anywhere on this green earth. And they're gonna see the paperwork, and it never says I said go look at the cameras, or he was trying to even say that I told him where the cameras are. He said that once before, not in the recent one. He said I told him where the cameras are. Okay. I'm in Prison Break and I'm Michael Schofield and I know and from a place I'm not from. Yeah. Half unconscious on a hospital bed. I know where every camera is. Yeah. It's on the top right. I'm supposed to know. Like I know the structural build of the environment. Yeah. So, but he made that before though. But he knows that sounded stupid. So now he tried to switch it to I told him to look at the cameras. Gotcha. Mind you, that's non-existent in the paperwork. Wow. Like I said, I want to be adamant about the fact that this paperwork he's referring to that everybody has seen is not a statement. I didn't agree to cooperate in any way. There's no statement with my name on it. It's none of that. It's a police narrative when they came and tried to question me, and all they got from me was I don't know who did it. Okay, for anybody who doesn't understand at home, right? Like I said before, the paperwork that he's alluding to that he has, like I said, I have, and you guys are gonna see it. He knows what he's doing when he says paperwork. He's being elusive by saying paperwork. He's having people believe that the paperwork he has is me making a cooperating statement to try to identify people or try to help with the case. Like I said, there's no statement with my name on it. There's nothing with my name on it saying that anybody did anything, right? Yeah. The only thing he has is the 911 call and the narrative, not a statement. I want everybody to know when they see this, this is not a statement. This is not a victim statement that he has. It's a police narrative. So for anybody who doesn't understand at home what a narrative is, a police narrative is a summary of the crime, who, what, when, where, how, and their take on, what had transpired. Gotcha. This is all he has, is a narrative. And I want people to understand that there is no statement for me. Okay. Within this narrative, you want me to read it out? Yeah. Because this is important because this is his biggest claim on my cooperation. Yeah. You understand? So this is the most important part of everything. So you guys will see it. Just to let you know, the narrative states this, right? Very important. It says, CV states, which is me, the victim, right? This is the only thing that's taken from anything they got from me. Basically, the CV states that I got jumped. I got assaulted, right? To summarize it. The next statement is, CV states, these are unknown males beating on him. Took such and such, my belongings that they took. Victim said he would not be able to identify perps. Most important part of this whole shit. And the common denominator between this paperwork and the 911 call is that I didn't identify anybody. So, like I said, there's 2 sentences out of there that says victim states. That's what they got from me. Now this is a narrative. This is their summary. So they continue to put in their narrative for the officers that cameras are located at boom, boom, boom. Nowhere here does it say victim states cameras are here. Or what he said in his lie, I said go look at the cameras. That doesn't exist in here. Yeah. Nowhere does it say victim states go look at the cameras. And neither does it say victim states these are where cameras are, because how the fuck would I know that laying in a hospital bed half unconscious? Yeah. So, but they'll see for themselves that people have to understand when they read this that there's only 2 lines in here that is said on my part, because it's not a statement. CV states I got jumped, my belongings were took. CV states these are unknown males and he will not be able to identify them. Yeah. The rest of the sentences is them explaining where all the cameras are. Gotcha. So I just feel like hearing this, there should be no debates after this. Yeah. This specific thing, because this is his biggest claim to the cooperation thing. Yeah. So after seeing this, and when they see this, you'll see nowhere here does it say victim states anything that he's talking about. Where it says CV states is when they're referring to what I'm saying. The rest of the sentences, when it's just regular sentences, is what they're putting in the narrative. So the only time I'm saying anything is when it says CV states or victim, whatever the case may be. The rest of the sentences is not what I said. This is what they're putting in their police narrative for their case. the important part to take out of all this is there's all these claims he's making as to how he's trying to say I halfway cooperated. Because he said 3 times, yo, he didn't tell on us, but you're not supposed to talk.
You can't say anything, and you can't. Once you say, hey man, there's cameras here, and I got jumped by 8 people. That's enough. They don't need you anymore. That's what he was saying. But you're basically saying never said there was cameras.
Right.
The detective said that. All I said was I got jumped. I mean, how else would they know how to come and treat me if I'm not telling them what took place?
Right.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
mind you, I feel like it's important for everybody to know that the detectives didn't come there trying to find out what happened. They came there already knowing what happened. This is very important for people to understand. They didn't come there trying to figure out what happened. Like I said, they already seen everything. They were actually, they were treating me like whatever. I don't want to get cause any problems with that priest and whatever, but they were treating me like as if I did something wrong. And they're like, they were like, they came in there on some heavy shit, basically they already knew what happened. They're asking me about affiliations that I have nothing to do with. Yeah. They were asking me about if I have beef with their affiliation. Yeah. They were asking me, they were even referring to the video that came out. Like, oh, what did you do for them to do that to you? Because we talking about the video. Yeah. Like, gotcha. Blah, blah.
Like it was, how was it unprovoked? Like you had to have done something.
Right, they were trying to say like I did something on a violent note. Like as if like I did something, so. Like I said, a very key important part, and this is imperative people to understand that they didn't even come there trying to find out what happened. It was 2 hours after everything was already posted. Yeah. They already knew everything that happened already. Yeah. So they didn't come there and be like, yo, what happened? They came there and be like, why this happened and who did it? And guess what? Me being who I am and being a man first and foremost, I don't know who did it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Gotcha. They didn't come there. I feel like people gotta understand. They didn't come there trying to figure out what happened. They're trying to figure out the logistics of it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I did not provide that.
Gotcha. I remember when last year, I think he had came out and said a couple of things.
Right.
I think I had seen you post. You posted a video of Gotti saying a few things.
He's one of the co-defendants in the case.
One of the co-defendants. Yeah. Gotcha. What, like, I don't want to say what was, he was kind of basically saying like you didn't implicate them.
He did say that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
We can put the video up if you want. We got the video.
Yeah. What was that? How did y'all even get on the phone?
We spoke actually a couple of times. That wasn't the only time we spoke. He had reached out to me. I'm wondering if I can say this so if it don't get me in trouble or not. But all right. He had reached out to me trying to see if I could help with the case, right?
Gotcha.
He already knew I had nothing to do with the case. I mean, Envy Caine did state that I had nothing to do with the case. He said that, which I didn't. I had nothing to do with the case. He reached out to me in the beginning of it trying to see if I could help, right? But I let him know, as you know, I have nothing to do with the case. I'm not going to involve myself in the case, and then I'm like, your man's is already making allegations on me. I'm not going to make it worse for me and then get involved in the case. Why would I put myself in that predicament? Yeah. I'm like, I got nothing to do with that. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit got nothing to do with me. So he really reached out with me trying to see if I could help anyway. And within that conversation, I just wanted him to explain how I'm not in no paperwork. My name is not in no paperwork. I never implicated, like I said, never implicated nobody in a crime. Wow. And he said in that thing that, I didn't, that the case was going on without me saying, like, having any cooperation in the case. Wow. He said that on the video. Yeah. Nas Blicky did as well. Like, he's not part of the case, but obviously they all seen all the discovery and the paperwork. Yeah. So, but yeah, Gotti, time ticking, whatever they, whatever. Yeah, we had spoke a couple times. He reached out to me a couple times after that.
Wow.
Yeah, trying to.
How long was the conversation that when y'all spoke? How long was that for?
The first conversation was a minute because at that point the allegations were already spreading. Yeah. And you reaching out to me now that I got you on the phone. Let's talk about let's talk about the allegations because let's clear it up. And he cleared it up. He said, I'm not in no paperwork. I'm not in no. There's no statements that I made. I mean, this, like I said, this shouldn't even be debatable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the main co-defendant is saying on camera, I have nothing to do with the case. I didn't cooperate and there's no statement with my name on it.
because a person had got questioned. The one who posted the video, not the rapper, not Goku, another person posted the video.
Right.
And he got questioned, and then he gets let go, and then we all get indicted. So I don't understand what the fuck happened.
And that was your man?
Yeah, that's not really my man, but that's my man brother. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm confused as to how they even how it's still even going, how it didn't even get dismissed, because they don't have the victim's cooperation. So I don't even know how.
This is why I'm confused. They saying because they had the video, oh, they don't need the victim. I said, how? I said, how is that possible? I said, I've never heard that in my life, bro. I ain't
gonna lie, the fact that they have the video though, and they have certain shit as far as niggas post them on chain and all that, that's only for a select few. Look, that's only for a select few of people though. As far as people they can't distinguish in videos, that's different. But there's a select few of niggas, bro, that they don't need nothing. All they need is them videos to incriminate in order to convict them, bro.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, you feel me, bro? Like I said, it's not like you was jacking shit. It was jacking it. I can't tell you that you just some soft shit or none of that. I'm not telling you none of that, you heard, bro? You was jacking your shit, bro. There's nothing I can say about that. You dig what I'm saying? All right, shit just happened. All right, it is what it is.
He had reached out to me a couple times after that. He had reached out to me about a song I dropped, saying that shit was fire, keep going.
Yeah.
That shit was tough.
It's just funny to hear, like, yo, it's just, I wouldn't even expect that, like.
Yeah.
So did y'all, like, was it kind of like, damn, he probably seeing, like, damn, this dude kind of cool, like, I did all this, and he actually cool. Like,
yeah, it was fucked up, because on the phone call, I never posted this, but I'll give it to you to post if you want.
Yeah.
He was saying that I should have been folk with them, and we would have went far. Wow. Mind you, you're going to tell a person who ratted on y'all, I should have been in y'all gang. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Stop. Like,
you know what's crazy? I always say this. So many people would be cool if it wasn't for these things that's going on in the neighborhoods. And
right, yeah, for sure, yeah.
People live. So many people would be cool, but damn, that is crazy.
Yeah, he, like I said, he reached out to me about I dropped the song, it's Back and I dropped, if anybody's seen Back, and it was 2020. Yeah. Was, yo, shit's fire, gang. Yo, keep going up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some, and then we had spoke, I think it was like a third or fourth time, as it was getting more into the case and shit like that. And he had reached out to me again, like basically seeing if there was anything that I could do to help. And I want to let this be known too. I helped them. I tried to help them, you know, evidence-wise, and show that, how do I make this? I tried to help them with their case.
Okay.
And hopefully, you know, if Gotti time taken, I don't know if he's out or not, he would admit that, because I tried to explain to them that, I don't know if you know what a HIPAA release is. It's your medical record.
Okay, yeah.
He had told me that they had my HIPAA record, my medical release, from what happened at the hospital.
Okay.
But I have the evidence that showed that I never agreed. They asked my lawyer if I could sign off for the HIPAA release to help convict them, and I said I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I have the emails too of my lawyer showing that I didn't consent to my HIPAA release being, you know, given for the evidence of the court.
Okay.
They ended up somehow getting it anyway, and I showed him and sent him the evidence to show that I never consented to that, in hopes that it would help them with their case.
Yeah.
I was trying to help to the best of my ability. I'm not gonna put myself in the case if I'm not in it.
Why help them though? Like, and the reason I ask is because I'm not gonna tell on you, but I also, with what y'all did, I would think that one would be like, I want nothing to do with y'all. So what is your reason for helping them?
Well, it really got nothing. It's not that I had anything to do with them. It would just be more or less that I don't want to see nobody in jail. I don't want nobody in jail.
Gotcha. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
understandable.
It's really as easy as that. Like, I'm gonna try to help. This is what gets me mad too, because like with this whole situation, like anybody who knows me in real life, they know I'm very strong on morals and principles. This certain way that I lived, I grew up like this. I didn't jump off the porch and try to figure it out. I was raised like this. If people know, they know the family I come from. I was raised like this. I didn't have to learn the rules and regulations when I got into it. You
Italian, right?
Yeah, Italian Spanish.
So is it really like that? Like, yo, no talking and all that from a young age, or?
Nah, the first thing I knew as a kid was you don't You don't tell.
Yeah.
That was embedded in me.
Yeah.
But yeah, though, like my morals and principles, like, fuck the street shit.
Yeah.
These allegations hurts me as a man. I don't give a fuck about no image or no tough guy shit. I'm talking about as a man. Yeah. Ratting shit got nothing to do with the street shit. I'm talking about as a man, I abide by that.
Okay.
So why else would I not try to help him not go to...
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Now, do they even know you spoke to Gotti, or that's kind of like, that ain't my...
Yo,
yeah.
I ain't going... Bro, I really don't even know, because they seem so, like... The way it was going, like, a couple of them reached out to me. I spoke to Ray Mullah before. He was one of the co-defendants.
Wow.
I was trying to see if if he was trying to see if there's anything I could do. I don't know. People were reaching out for themselves at one point.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
It was a weird situation. I don't know if... I think they did end up knowing that I spoke to Gotti, because I had to post that video that where Gotti said I didn't tell, and I'm not in no paperwork.
Yeah.
I had to end up posting that. So I'm sure they did ended up, whatever the case may be is, but
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Gotcha. That's crazy. Now, when you were watching his interview today, what was your thoughts on the interview, what he was saying, in total, just watching that entire interview?
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, and I'm gonna be like transparent on some like real man shit. The shit bothers me because, like I just said, fuck the street shit. My morals and principles as a man is I would never do that, right? So that's number one. Number two, it bothers me because when I know I did what I was supposed to do, I knew what I signed up for.
Yeah.
And I did what I was supposed to do by not implicating anybody in a crime. So it actually, like, I don't want to sound like that, but it hurts me because, like, even though he don't owe me anything, why the fuck would he owe me anything? But, like, I thought he would come out and be like, yo, we beat the shit out of him, but he did what he was supposed to do as a man. He didn't say we did it, right? And he don't owe me anything. I'm just saying I almost just expected him to be like, yo, ABG did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to give me no flowers. I didn't do anything. I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to say, I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
And I'm not asking you to give me special treatment. But, like, it just sucks because, like, he's not taking accountability that he did it to themselves with the videos being posted. And instead of taking accountability and be like, yo, I fucked up and put us in that predicament, he wants to try to come up with these, certain narratives to make it seem like, I helped cooperate. Yeah. And like I said, it hurts me. I'm not, like, word to everything on my mother, bro. It, like, hurts my soul because I know I didn't, and I've been showing all the proof I didn't. Yeah. To my best of my ability. Obviously, we're gonna show more than I've shown now, but to the best of my ability, I've shown. So, like I said, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it hurts because it's like
He did what he was supposed to do by seeing someone he felt like was against him, so he has to be aggressive with you.
Right.
You did what you were supposed to do as far as y'all got that. I'm gonna stay silent about it.
Right. And it's annoying because I'm not, bro, I have no personal quarrels because y'all did what y'all were supposed to do. So I don't have this, like, and it annoys me because I'm just like, yo, like I said, I'm not asking for special treatment. I never expected no special, because like I said, that's like not snitching if you're signed up for the streets is like clapping for a fish for swimming. Yeah. I did what I was supposed to do by not snitching.
It's a guideline.
Right. So I'm not asking you to treat me any different, but yo, the least you could have done was
say the truth.
Tell the truth instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I really would have asked for.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? Like, especially when I was trying to help at that. Yeah. Like I said, the whole thing comes down to accountability. He just doesn't want to take account. It's going to make him look stupid if he has to go, I put us in jail by posting the crime. Because they had nothing from my end. What are they going to take from me? I didn't implicate anybody in a crime. And he said that himself 4 times in that interview, by the way. I said I don't know who did it. So that's the only truth he did tell. But he can't tell the whole truth because it's going to make him look stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like The Gang Who Couldn't Shoot Straight. You ever seen that movie? It's like bad criminals. Yeah. So it really comes down. Like I said, that's how, to answer your question, that's how it made me feel. Like, I'm not asking for no special treatment. I'm not asking for you to salute me and be like, yo, stand up guy. I'm asking you you could have just told the truth and been like, yo, he did what he was supposed to do.
Understood.
But we're going down a whole opposite route of that, though. That hurts me, though.
Gotcha. You know, after things took place, I remember seeing you like calling out Tutu and calling out Tutu and Envy Caine. I think you asked them for like
asked for a fair one. Yeah.
Did they ever like say like, I bet? Yeah.
No.
Damn.
I no response, and you know, I'm not trying to sit here start beef or start talking crazy or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like at the time, I just felt like when Envy and all of them posted the video, all the videos of them jumping me, my videos of my chain, all that shit. I feel like it put me in a predicament where it was impossible for me to if I don't want to do anything, but I'm saying if I had wanted to do anything myself, if I wanted to do it, it's a life insurance policy at that point. If I wanted to crash out and be like, fuck this, I'm gonna go and do this to you, I can't no more because then they're gonna know exactly who did it. So at that point, I feel like I was left with, as a man, let me get my, and people actually made fun of me for that, which I thought was, that tells me what you gotta know about this generation. People were making fun of me for wanting to shoot the fair one with them. They're like, oh, they jumped you. That's the generation we live in.
It's a different
I'm trying to be on some man shit. I'm like, yo, I'll get my shit. I was saying that, like I said, I'm not trying to start no shit.
This is what you was feeling then.
At the time, I said, yo, and I'm like, yo, what y'all did to me when y'all jumped me, I feel like I'd be able to do myself. I don't need 8 people and certain weapons and other weapons. Yeah. I feel like I could have did that myself. So that's all I was saying. And I wanted to, you know, show that because something happened to me. So I wanted to be able to do something back. But I'm limited to the options of what I could do back.
Understood.
Right? Because what do I do? Or do I go do something and then tell everybody I did it just to show that I got back?
Yeah.
What do? I'm limited with options at that point.
Yeah, because it's kind of like they already put it out there. So if anything's done to them, the first person they're going to look to as a suspect is probably you. Especially if they was already in the hospital asking questions.
Exactly.
Like okay.
And I feel like that's, like I said, I don't want to go back, but that's so important that people have to know the detectives didn't come there trying to find shit out. They came there just trying to put they came there already knowing. It's like when your girl knows you cheated on her and they're like, yo, where were you at 3 a.m.? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's such an important part in the story. But not to go back, but.
Nah, gotcha. You know, after that had happened, I remember you did a song with China Mac. I don't know, was it called Yeah, Right?
I don't remember the song, but we did a song together.
We did a song. China Mac voiced his opinion on what had taken place. He said, you know, I reached out to ABG Neal, tell him, I think he said something along the lines of hold your head and all this stuff. And
he did.
Like, you know, I just kind of felt like he should have fought back, and he inherited things basically from people around him, whatever the case may be. What was the conversation like with China Mac, and what did you even think when he gave his opinion? I
mean, like he said, he hit me up and said, you know, he hopes I'm alright and all that stuff, and I said, thank you, blah blah blah, like just to summarize it. I was a little annoyed at a couple people. I was annoyed at people talking about it when they didn't know what they were talking about. You know, some things people were right about, but there were some things that people were just like it annoyed me when people were like, the situation annoyed me when, you know, a little bit when he talked about it, other people talked about it, just because they didn't fully know what they were talking about. And I feel like it's easy for you to be critical sitting at the comfort of your own home about what you could have did, you know, when you weren't, you know, it wasn't you that was there. And it happens to all of us. We watch something like, oh, I would have did blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's easy for you to say.
Yeah. I always say that ideally, when people always speak in an ideal situation, but it's like in reality, that's not how it goes, you know? Not to say he wouldn't, I don't know. I'm just saying typically people speak
for
like
sure.
That. Yeah.
And I flicked on, I don't remember exactly everything he said, but the one thing I was annoyed at that time was when he was talking about like what I could have did more, or whatever the case may be is. And everybody that was under the comments was like, yo, he did what he could. Yeah. I gained weight now and shit, but I was like 135 pounds soaking wet at that point. It was only so much I could do was mad at them. I have to be adamant about this. There was weapons. It wasn't just hands. I don't know what people want me to do. You want me to pick up a car, smash it over the head? I don't know what people wanted me more else I could have done. But yeah, he was right about certain things when he addressed it. But like I said, I felt the type of way that, you know, he was just like, you know, saying I could have did more, whatever the case may be is. Gotcha. And you know, like I said, it was annoying because everybody had an opinion on what could have happened, what should have been done at that. about that. But the thing that annoys me is not to go off track, but I done seen way worse happen than what happened to me to people that are way tougher than me.
Yeah.
So I didn't like how everybody was trying to act like you was just supposed to be Superman, and like I wasn't, like I said earlier, I was never bothered that I got jumped because I knew when they pulled up and I had to stand on what I said and what I did. I knew like this is what's gonna happen. I gotta be prepared for this. So I was never mad that I got jumped. Even to the day, I'm not mad because, like I told you, they did what they were supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel no type of way. But like I said, everybody had an opinion. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I know way tougher people than me. They done way more things than me that I didn't see worse happen to them. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? People, it's easy to see something on camera. Let's talk about this shit that happens to people off camera.
Yeah, facts.
You get what I'm saying? So, facts. Yeah, but that's in a nutshell. That's basically how I felt though. When it comes to this particular situation about the allegations that were made with the snitching shit, you know, I just want everybody to look at the facts. Don't be biased. Look at what's being presented to you during this interview and be logical. You understand? Because fuck the street shit. I'm a man with morals, and that shit is tainting me as a man. Yeah. So look at the facts is all I'm gonna say. I just want people to, you know, that's the most important thing of this, for people to look at the facts and see the proof in the pudding. Gotcha. You know, so that's the biggest thing. That's all I care about. I care about my name.
All right. One person in particular who kind of, I guess, and this is only just to get your opinion on it because it's been years, and you know you don't really talk about it. You live your life and do what you do for you. You feel me? OP comes out with the song with G Herbo. You know, drill rapper.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you and OP before that had a good rapport, right?
Right.
Okay, were you shocked when he came out with this song, or what was the feelings, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I just felt like, and you know, whatever, I got no personal problems with him and whatever the case may be is, but it was the best way I could explain it. It was just corny because when everything was lit, they wanted to be around me. They reached out to me. They wanted to fuck with me originally. You pause, but I'm saying they reached out to me. They wanted to be around me. They wanted to come to my videos. They wanted to work with me. You get what I'm saying? They wanted to be a part of what I had going on and shit like that. And, you know, I guess nothing's genuine, but it had seemed like it was somewhat of a genuine relationship, I guess. Whatever the case may be is, you know, like it's not like I asked to be around y'all. Y'all wanted to be around me. I was hot. Yeah. You know, y'all wanted to be a part of what I had going on. Yeah. And, yeah, and then honestly, like I said, to see him do that, and then him to just say, I think his whole explanation was to show that, I don't know what the fuck he said. I forgot what the fuck he said, but
I think he was kind of like saying like, you know, like he was making a song and this was the theme, so it would be, I guess he didn't want to be biased towards that. He didn't want to seem fake towards it, so it's kind of like I might not want to put him in the song, but I have to if my whole brand is me being real, you know.
Yeah, but that's a whole excuse though. That just don't make sense. It don't make, if we mans.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're my man, you're my man, right? Yeah. And then I'm just random arbitrary example. Yeah. Fuck your dead ops. I gotta say fuck your dead ops too. Yeah. I mean, you're dead part of me.
Yeah. No.
If I say fuck his dead mans,
yeah,
you're my man. I can't leave you out. I gotta say fuck your dead mans too. No, we can't be biased. I gotta say fuck everybody's dead mans. That's what he said in a different analogy.
I see what you're saying, because it's kind of like if you was making a song dissing people's friends who passed away, like you ain't gonna just include your friends that got people that passed away. I see what you're saying. You'll feel like it's different because it's a song about a specific topic, or like,
bro, more or less, like,
yeah, you wouldn't do it. It's
more or less, if I say you my mans,
I'm not doing
that. Gotcha. But it just goes to show that, you know, it was really just him just trying to ride the wave type shit. You get what I'm saying? Him trying to, and I noticed that with him too. After that, it's like it just seemed like anybody who was hot, they try to just get around and try to put under their wing, and they were trying to manage them and shit like that. And he just tries to get on everybody that's hot at the time. So I guess like that was what it wasn't more than that. I thought we was cool and shit like that.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if man's is the wrong word and shit like if that's the right or wrong word, but
Gotcha.
yeah, it just seemed like I guess it was more of like them being cool with me was more of a strategic move because if we were really mans, you wouldn't have did that.
Let's get to the Krimelife topic.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Back in, I don't know if it was 2018 or that's when y'all dropped
20 what? Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
And then the remix
was later. He was already in jail at that point.
Yeah, he was locked up at that point.
Yeah.
Is it Krimelife class? Right?
Krimelife ass.
You said what?
Krimelife ass. No, go ahead.
I can't call him that.
No, that's all right. You go.
I can't really say it, but you said it. But we knew y'all to be, well, it seemed like y'all were cool.
Right.
You know, we see the videos, cool. Even when the Forrest Gump track comes out, I think that's the remix.
Right.
There's the cardboard image of him because he's obviously serving time.
Right.
When he got locked up, y'all were all cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So just walk us through how y'all met.
So how we met was, I feel like this is a common misconception that people think that we were like mud brothers. We knew each other for mad long. People really have this belief and narrative that like we were like in the trenches together and for mad long and I know him for a minute. The truth is I only knew him for 4 months before Forrest Gump came out.
Wow.
Okay, this is not some long-standing relationship. I fucked with him though when we got locked in and I fucked with him. But this is not somebody I played the bricks with or was in the field with. It wasn't that. People think we were like in the streets together or like.
Cause he had said, I think it was on the No Jumper interview. He was saying that, you know, this is a man that, you know, he was like that was my boy. I thought we was locked in.
Yeah,
we split 4 for 4s together.
Never did that in our life. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. This is what annoys me though, because this conversation with this kid, people have been trying to get me to talk about him for mad long.
Yeah.
He came home and went on a PR run about me. Now, shit didn't even go about his music. Everything is Krimelife Ca talks about ABG Neal.
Yeah.
He went on a fucking press run about me, like as if like, you know, the thing was with me, people wanted me to talk about this for so long and I let him run with a narrative because I don't do the internet shit. I don't explain myself on the internet.
Yeah.
We're doing this now and it is what it is. It got to this point, so we have to. But I don't come equipped with that characteristic of talking about other men on the internet. I don't do that. That's not my thing. That's a female trait to me, and I don't indulge in that.
Yeah.
But here we are now, and I just wanted to make that clear. We only knew each other for 4 months before Forrest Gump came out.
Yeah.
This is not somebody that like, do you understand what I'm saying? I wasn't like, we got close. Yeah. We got locked in. We got cool, but he makes it seem like as if we were like, that was my mans for mad long. Yeah. When I brought him around, nobody even wanted him around because they thought he was weird. You get what I'm saying? He made emo music. He wasn't on that street shit he portrays at this point. I'm going to get into that because I'm going to really expose him right now on your platform for sure because he didn't talk about me for mad times. I kept my mouth shut. I don't know why he would do that because he knows I really know him.
Gotcha.
So, but I'm going to get to that. But yeah, long story short, yeah, that's not true. We were not mud brothers and sharing 4 for 4s and I was getting money. Anybody who knows me knows that in my neighborhood. I was getting money. People have to understand that we weren't like this fucking like, you know, like
as close as
people think. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got close as the months went on and we made the music together and shit like that. But I just don't like how he makes it seem like we were like I said, my mans didn't even want him around.
Gotcha.
My mans didn't even want him on my block. He wanted to be on my block and shit like that. My mans didn't even want him there.
Wow.
Like, it wasn't like my man. It ended up being my man. I don't want to word that the wrong way. We ended up becoming friends, but that's not like somebody I was in the field with.
Gotcha.
And he made it seem like we were, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
He did say, like, the way he talks about you is, all right, he talks about you like he still has love for you, like genuine love for you at this current time.
He did that in the beginning, almost, but that started fading away when more interviews he started doing when I started watching. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then it just went from him talking crazy.
Wow.
It went from like trying to be like, but I don't even that was too much for me because he was saying certain things that like you could have like hollered at me. You get what I'm saying? Instead of going on the internet.
Gotcha.
Because I'm not doing that. I'm not on there talking about, like, he brought up, I'm the one that I cut him off. He said in the No Jump interview, I cut him off a couple months before he came home from jail.
Yeah.
He said that because I said he was ungrateful.
Yeah, he said you said he was ungrateful, and I don't know if he made it seem like you cut him off. He said basically like he felt like if he has to be the one that's constantly calling you, then, you know, it's like, what's the point of
He's in jail, I can't call him.
How about writing?
What?
How about writing?
We spoke on JPay all the time. Oh. I sent the money on JPay. I have all the receipts. This is what annoys me though. We spoke on JPay. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes too. But I can't, what am I supposed to do? I'm not, mind you, you know what he felt the type of way about? I'm going to tell you right now for everybody. I'm going to tell you what he really felt the type of way about. And we're going to clear it up right now.
Yeah.
His biggest issue was I didn't go see him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I sent him money when he needs it. I didn't send him $1,000 at one time when he needed it. Not $20, not $30.
Yeah.
I didn't send him bread before. I stayed in contact with him. I sent him bread. Mind you, you see what I said? He wasn't my man.
Yeah.
He wasn't like in my life. I adopted him in my life, but I had 6 friends that I grew up with since I was a kid, all in jail at the time.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go see him and to have my friends that I've really been in the streets with for years feel a type of way about me. Be like, yo, you went to see him, you don't go see me?
Yeah.
So it's either I went to see him or I seen all 6.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I'm not going to go see you before my man's that...
people.
You understand?
I guess the question, why not go see them? You know, what would be the reason not to?
I ended up seeing some of them as time went on, for sure. Okay. But I'm just saying, while first of all, he was in jail for 2.5 years. He makes it seem like he was on the fucking death row, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that shit. But
come on, man.
Nah, I don't like that.
You can't be like...
I don't like that because I have man's doing real time.
But
real
you can't
time.
Discredit, like, listen, man, I'm in there 6 months.
It sucks. Like, I'm not saying, but he was acting like he had a life sentence.
Like 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah, you'll be home in 10 years, bro. I mean, I'm fucking up now. Yeah. You'll be home in 2 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I have real friends that are doing over 10 years.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's time.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to disrespect my friends that I was really doing shit with and then just go see you and then they feel like I turn into like, you know,
he's going to see him. He's a new guy.
Right.
And we've been here really doing things with him, and he has yet to make an appearance over here.
Right.
Gotcha.
That was his biggest issue. And he even said that in a No Jump interview. He was like, yo, he has certain people that look to him for guidance. He said that. He was like, yo, I know he had certain people looked for him for guidance. And, I was taking care of everybody in jail. Everybody came to me for money in jail. All my mans.
Yeah.
Every single one of my mans. I already have 2 kids. I got, and then I take care of my mother and my whole family, everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have 6 or 7 friends in jail at the time. I got to send them money very frequently.
Yeah.
Not just once a month. More frequently than that.
Wow.
So I think he wanted special treatment. And he said that, and he was actually saying that in the No Jump interview, like, yo, like, respectfully, like, yo, fuck them, like.
Yeah, he did say that. He said kind of like, yo, you know, he said those words. He said
we did millions of views together.
Yeah, we did views together when we met.
So I'm supposed to put 1 million views with you that I knew you for 4 months over people I was actually out all, like, I'm talking about days not going home with. That makes no sense.
Can I ask this? Did he have a supportive friend group? When you met him, did he have a supportive friend group?
Listen, I'm going to expose this whole situation right now.
Yeah.
I met him. He's not from Brooklyn, New York, okay? And I said this already on he's not from Brooklyn. He's from upstate New York. He's not from Brooklyn, okay? He's from upstate. He was living in Brooklyn for a couple months at the guy who was trying to manage me at the time at his house. That's how I met him.
That's the mutual.
He was sleeping on a couch.
Gotcha.
I met him. He was doing his rap shit. We had like the same amount of followers at the same time. He was cool. We ended up getting in tune. The guy that was trying to manage me put us together, said we should work together. So I want people to understand that this is mad important because he has people under this, like he's like a big blood and, you know, he is like this street, this street image and shit like that. But people gotta understand, I knew him for 4 months.
Yeah.
He turned what he's jacking now within those 4 months. Where was the street shit? You had 4 months to do street shit before we blew up.
And you didn't see any.
No, but that's not all you understand what I'm saying? So he has to stop pushing this image as if he's like really about this life when the life you're living is because of me.
Yeah.
And this can't be this, like, I dare him to say that's not true. He can't do that.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I dare him to do that. He knows that. We all know that. Like I told you, I try to bring him around my block. I'm going to put it like this, right? You asked me a certain question. Did he have a certain friend group? He had no friend group. I brought him in like I just told you. I adopted him into my life. Try to help him. Try to do shit like that. I gave him my friend group. I gave him my block to Jack. He's from nowhere. I said, yo, this is you over here now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is you over here. This is your block, like, you know, this is yours like it's mine. Here's my friends, you can have my friends. Literally every single one of his friends were that I gave him, my friends.
Wow.
So we brought him in. Like I told you, key point, nobody even wanted him in the group because they thought he was weird. He was making weird emo music. Yeah. He wasn't making no street music. You can look it up. He was making weird drug, like Little Xan music, talking about doing drugs and shit like that. It wasn't talking about no street shit. And everybody thought he was weird. And actually, a couple people felt the type of way that I brought him in. You get what I'm saying? But I seen that, you know, he was a cool kid though too. You know what I'm saying? So try to look past that. He had no friend group. I gave him a friend group.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? And I gave him my block. Yeah. He started telling everybody he's from 6'8".
Wow.
He's not from Brooklyn.
He's from upstate.
He's from 6'8" for 4 months maybe. You get what I'm saying?
Oh man.
So there was no friend group, and this is what gets me mad because I brought him into my life. He literally took my life and ran with it.
The reason I asked that is pretty crazy what you're saying. The reason I asked that is because sometimes when people don't have a solid friend group,
right,
it's kind of like they latch on to whoever gives them attention or is being a friend to them. It's kind of, you ever dated somebody who has literally no friends?
Right.
Now you become her everything.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't have her own set of friends. That's why I'm like, you know, maybe you probably looked at him like, yo, we only met for 4 months. Like, we weren't really locked in like that.
Right.
Yeah, you're cool and
I fuck with you,
a friend,
yeah.
But those 4 months probably meant like 10 years
right.
to him, as opposed to yours, who you have a solid friend group, and it might have meant it might not.
You know what it is? That was his first time experiencing that life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it probably, like you said, it felt like longer.
Gotcha. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like when I adopted him into our life, he fully took that shit on. Yeah. Like that shit overtook him. Like the black Venom suit for Spider-Man.
Yes.
Like that's what happened.
Yes.
Bro, I literally let him adopt my whole life and upbringing. He tells people he's from Sunset, blah, blah, blah. Now that we don't talk no more, but when he was fucking with me, he went to jail, he turned everybody from 68th Street. Yeah. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I literally brought him in with open arms. He had nobody. He was sleeping on a couch, right? And I brought him in, and, you know, I adopted him into my life and I gave him everything that I was a part of. Yeah. And, you know, it's disappointing because, and never in his life will he be able to say that's a lie. Because he knows, and we all know, that anybody who is, you know, in you know, that was around a part of that environment.
Yeah. Do they still talk to him? How, you know, now that, you know, they know there's this tension between you and him, or it's just separation? What's their relationship like with him now?
None. There's one that he still talks to, and that's just because I stopped talking to him.
Gotcha. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So where does he tell people he's from now?
He tells people from Sunset Park.
Still?
I swear to God. I had a post about it one time because he went on an interview talking about, yeah, I'm from Sunset Park, and that shit hurt. Like, it aggravated me. Yeah. Because it aggravated me because like I said, I'm trying to be adamant about the fact that he took my whole life and used it for his rap image. You're from nowhere. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Wow. Like, I gave you an image for you to use for your music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he said it best in a couple of interviews. I didn't even want to rap.
Yeah, I remember him.
I was outside.
He said he kind of motivated you to rap.
Well, yeah,
persuaded you.
Yo, rap.
Yeah, okay.
You're good. Yo, you should do it. And I was on some shit like, yo, this is my life right here. What I'm doing. That's all I'm gonna say. What I was doing. This is my life, and this is what I'm doing. I'm behind you. I told him. Gotcha. You understand what I'm saying? Wow. He knows that. Everybody knows that. I said, yo, I'm behind you. I don't want to rap. He talked me into it. Yo, we made a couple songs. I said I don't want to drop it. But yeah, he definitely was like, you know, definitely a person that wanted me to rap. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I you know, that whole image is what I gave him. Yeah. He only had that image for 4 months before he went to jail. Wow. You get what I'm saying? And then he has literally everybody. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I worked very diligently to get out the streets. and be in a better position in life and to not look back.
Yeah.
And I don't care. People can run with certain narratives, but he actually has people under this narrative that he's the real street guy and I'm not. Wow. Which is crazy because you're the street guy because I am. Because of me, because of what I brought you into this. Yeah. So he literally has people under this, like, perception that it's the other way around. Wow. And I don't care because I'm not going to sit.
We're just talking about it now.
We're talking about it, yeah.
Expressing.
That's why I never got on here doing that. I'm the real. I don't care about it. I worked hard to not be that. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But the facts are the facts, and we all know the facts. Wow. So. Like I said, I'm not exaggerating. Yeah. On my mother, his life that he adopted is literally mine, what I gave him.
Damn. You know, like, he got, his was a gun charge, right?
Yeah.
Gun charge, okay.
He randomly got caught in a car with the gun. He had 3 gun charges. He had 2 gun charges before that. Yeah. He kept getting pulled over with a gun. You have no ops. Yeah. You don't know anybody in Brooklyn. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell people that a lot. The worst thing is, I seen this meme when it was like, yo.
He did it because he's a rapper. That's why. But you have no problems with nobody, though. Right. And you're not known that known yet. He had 2 gun charges before. Listen to what I'm saying. He had 2 gun charges before that happened. Yeah. And I'm going to say this to my best of my ability, but the reason I helped bring him into my life, if you understand what I'm saying, is because he was going to jail. Anyway.
Gotcha.
I thought it would help him.
Yeah.
You understand? He would be better in jail.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if anybody understands what I'm saying, they'll understand what I'm saying. Understood. He'll be better in jail. He was already going to jail. Yeah. He had those 2 gun charges. He caught a 3rd one a month after Forrest Gump happened because he had a 3rd one. Yeah. In a car. He ended up whatever the fuck happened. Yeah. And he ended up getting caught with it. He did 2.5 years for 3 guns. You ever heard of that in your life? I'm not saying anything. Yeah. I'm just saying stop fucking complaining. He was acting like he's 3 gun charges supposed to be federal. You did 2.5 years for 3 gun charges.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
You should be happy you're doing 2.5 years, not acting like stand up like a man. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's what happened though.
You know, he tells this story about him being while he was locked up. You know, somebody kind of saying like, "Yo, you cool with ABG Neal?" And then he's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, the person is kind of like, "All right," and they spin off, and then I guess he's ready to fight or whatever the case may be. They end up getting cool or whatever. But you, like you said, you kind of embraced him because you knew that he was going to do time.
And mind you, I had friends in there that helped him with his time as well.
Okay, that's exactly where I was going.
Right, my friends that were my real friends from the outside, from my actual neighborhood.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Free Millie, by the way. Millie will be home in July. He'll be able to confirm all this if we do another interview.
Yeah, no, definitely. So that was where I was going with it. His time in there, he's actually getting assistance from people.
He got embraced by that environment that I brought him into. Yeah. Because that was why I brought him into that, to help him.
Gotcha. So at what point, you said, how many months was it where y'all kind of fell out before he came home?
Yo, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I started feeling weird after like almost a year in because I kept hearing from I had a lot of friends in jail, my real friends. So jail's like a grapevine. You hear everything that everybody said. Yeah. I kept hearing that he kept saying he don't, like, people were asking him like, "Yo, what's up with ABG?" I'd be like, "I don't know, I don't talk to him." Like on some like, "You don't fuck with me" type of shit. So you can do that, but you're okay with asking me for money. Yikes. So this is shit building up. Yeah. But I didn't say nothing. I was just letting her, okay, maybe he's in his feeling. He's an emotional kid. I'm trying to explain to you that this is a kid that was like wearing red skinny jeans, fucking shoelace on your as a belt, like an emo kid. He wasn't no street dude.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? He was an angry kid from upstate that fucking whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, the punch of the story was, what was I saying?
Basically him doing time up there and they kind of...
Yeah, the punch of the story was that, you know, what I ended up helping him with, it helped him when he went upstate.
And how... Oh, this is what it was. Basically, how long... You said you started feeling uncomfortable like a year after, and then...
Yeah, there was shit that was leading up that he was doing that I didn't like.
Like
and
what was...
Like I said, there was shit that, like, you know, he was like basically making it seem like to other people that he didn't really fuck with me like that and shit like that. And then, not to get too crazy, but I had stepped away from the life I was living.
Gotcha.
And then that life that I brought him into, he acted like that was bigger than our friendship, even though I brought him there.
Really?
So, yeah, he was letting people in there, like, manipulate him on some like, yo, fuck him type shit. But I shouldn't even say manipulate because you're a grown ass man.
Yeah.
So he ended up kind of going on some acting weird, like to me, not to me, but like I would hear, you know what I'm saying, through the grapevine that, you know, he was kind of being, and I'm the type of person, like, you got one time, you get, I see greed or ungratefulness, unappreciation, you get the boot.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was shit that was happening over.
It was brewing up over some time.
It was brewing up, and then it got to the point where he complained one time or whatever, like, you know, whatever about the not seeing him shit, and I had to explain to him, like, yo, you know, I have real friends in jail that I didn't even go see yet at the time. I'm like, I can't go see you first. I can come see you,
but not first.
Gotcha. Mind you, I'm at the peak of my career at that point too.
Yeah.
That's has to be mentioned. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that much free time, but I take care of all my mans in jail.
Yeah.
So, and when they all come home, they'll be able to attest to that too. So,
gotcha.
But yeah, so
that's pretty much yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say so. So, I guess before he comes home, it's kind of when the relationship is like over.
Well, yeah, a couple months before he came home, I asked him about the shit he's been saying over the years.
Yeah.
And he kind of just like expressed himself, saying that he felt like I didn't do enough for him.
Okay.
And I felt mad about that because I felt that was ungrateful for all the shit I did do for you. I'm keeping your name alive on top of everything else that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Keeping your name alive, screaming your name at every big show I have. I'm sending you money when you need it. He goes, you know what he said to me?
What?
He goes, I said, yo, bro, I sent you this. He's like, you should be sending me money on like clockwork. Like, you hear what I said? He told me I should be sending him money like clockwork.
Why did he feel so strong to say that?
This is my point. I don't remember. I gave you the context of I only know you for 4 months and I gotta fuck with you, but I'm supposed to send you money like clockwork. I have kids.
Yeah.
Send you money like clockwork. You sound like it's like a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can curse on here, but
yeah, I'll believe it out.
Oh, yeah, my
fault.
fault.
You feel like
you know, you sound like my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I should be sending you money like clockwork. My girl didn't even say that.
Yeah, yeah. Do you feel like well, let me not say do you feel. My question would be the fact that he made millions with you, does he feel like he is entitled to some of that money and feels like, yo, we made this money together, so you are obligated to send me some of this?
Yo, to feel obligated is crazy. Like, cause like I said, if we're talking the facts, I had to tell him, I'm like, he's complaining about me not doing enough. I'm like, when the fuck you ever gave me $1? You ain't never give me no $1. I'm the one that was always in the better, like, trying to help you.
Yeah.
What the fuck you did for me? I'm doing what I'm doing for you because you're my man.
Yeah.
So to feel obligated is crazy because, like, even when Forrest Gump came out, he even somewhat said it himself, but that shit blew up because of me. It blew up because of the dance I did.
Yeah.
Because I said, yo, let's do this dance. It's going to go viral.
Yeah.
That's why the song blew up. I creative directed that whole video. I said, we're going to do it. That gas station on my block that he adopted. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to do it at the gas station on my block. We're going to do this. We're going to, call all the guys outside. I knew what I was doing. Yeah. That shit blew up because of me. He got signed to Alamo for that song. I didn't get no deal. You sat there, I'm not saying I feel no type of way about this. I'm trying to give you context. You ain't give me nothing. I'm not asking you to give me nothing, but I'm just saying, I never felt I ain't feel no obligation.
Yeah.
We blew up off a song really because of me.
Yeah. And
because of the crate, I said some nut shit in there. So it's viral. Yeah. You got signed, you got a good amount of money. I mean, we didn't go to dinner, pause, we didn't do nothing. Yeah. I'm not saying you're supposed to, but we shouldn't feel that way. Because I watched you eat before I ate. God, he got signed, Forrest Gump dropped January. Yeah. He got signed January and got his check. I didn't get a deal till September.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? Mind you, I'm not going to go into the other shit, but there should be no reason for obligation. Because I watched you eat off of something that we both did together, right? Yeah. I ain't see nothing of it. I ain't eat off that shit. Damn. You ain't say, yo, you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. If your logic is we did all this together, you should be doing this. Why you ain't do shit for me? That's why I told him on the phone, what the fuck you ever gave me? You ate before me. I had to wait 10 months to eat. Yeah, yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's kind of like I'm not saying you. If I didn't come to you and tell you I'm entitled.
I'm
to
going by his
anything,
logic. Yeah.
If we're going by your logic and you're saying that I should be doing this for you, why weren't you doing this for me when you had the opportunity to? Because you got the deal before me.
And on top of that, he had no. For anybody who really knows me, I've been taking care of my family since I'm 16 years old.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm the one that takes care of everybody. I had real obligations. I had real responsibilities. I was how old was I when that shit when Forrest Gump came out? Like 20 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take care of my family too. You have no obligations. You spent your money on fucking lean and perks and shit like that.
Yeah.
I had real obligation to take care. I had to wait 10 months. So if we're going by his logic, where's the obligation?
Yeah.
If we're going by his logic. I'm not saying you should have. I'm just using that as an example because I don't want nobody to do nothing for me.
Gotcha.
Well, it's not like he would be doing nothing for me, but
yeah. I mean, I happen to feel like if I'm working with somebody, like let's say someone's here with me and it's like I might be doing interviews, but I'm getting assistance. Like,
right.
I can't see myself getting on and not helping them. So I understand you're saying like he shouldn't have done anything for you.
I'm just saying I watched you eat,
Yeah.
and I had to still get my money how I was getting my money when I had real obligations.
Yeah.
You ain't. I mean, not to say you didn't deserve your money, but
Judging by your logic, you didn't do what you're saying you wanted to do.
What you would have did. What I'm supposed to do, whatever the fuck you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Damn, you know.
And mind you, I never got paid for Forrest Gump either. I got fucked off that song. He told me, him and his manager told me I didn't know nothing about music. I'm a street guy at that point only. Anybody who knows. They told me to sign a contract so I could make money off it. But what I did was sign the contract so he can have that song for his label deal. So he owns the song.
Oh, you never made $1 off that?
No.
Wow.
Facts. Everybody knows that. I can call my manager right now. I got fucked off that. Listen. You understand what?
Shocking me this entire time.
They made me sign that song to him so he can get that deal. Wow. I signed it to Alamo thinking, I'm getting a split or some shit.
Yeah.
I signed it for it to be his song and I'm a feature on it.
And you weren't mad at him at that, or did that bother you?
I mean, at first I was mad, but he was kind of just like, really like it wasn't his fault. He didn't do that, but I mean, I did that so you can eat.
Yeah.
I'm saying in retrospect.
Yeah.
So you can get that deal.
To be fair, what if he didn't know because the same amount of knowledge you could have had about music, he might have had as well, and it could have just been like, I don't know, just like you don't know, we're learning this together. You feel like he knew?
No, he knew. I'm telling you.
Damn.
He did know because that was why he was getting signed to Alamo for that song. Oh. Right, so they can have the song.
Shoot, man. Damn.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit that happened that behind the scenes that people don't understand. Yeah. Like I said, I had to wait 10 months to eat.
Yeah.
You understand? So
you got signed to Alamo as well?
Nah, I never got signed to Cinematic.
Oh, okay, that's Johnny Shipes and all that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, what was that like working with? I'm pretty sure that was a beautiful moment in your life where.
Yeah, for sure, changed my life.
Yeah, everybody's kind of like that. The goal for many kids from the streets is like to be a superstar, rap star.
Well, that wasn't like a dream of mine. I just wanted to. I had so many problems at that point. People gotta understand that kid had no problems. Like he got, I had real problems going on. Like I had the month before that shit dropped, I had got stabbed in front of a taco spot. Wow. In my neighborhood. And it started there and then it ended on my corner of my block. I had the big aviator jackets? Not the aviator, the
Averex.
Pardon me, not Averex, the flight jackets.
Okay.
It has like the
the North Face jacket? No, the black flight jackets that look like they're kind of black orange on the inside.
It's like this. They say it's like the plain shit. I can't explain. I would have to look it up. But I had a certain type of jacket on. I had problems going on in my neighborhood. I had mad problems with people. Yeah. And they had tried to stab me on my corner of my block, and the jacket saved me. It hit the jacket, and all the feathers came out.
Wow.
And I got it. It was like really nothing. Gotcha. But like I'm just using that example. Like this is a month before Forrest Gump dropped. Like I had real shit going on. I had to get out of there. Yeah. You not from here. You don't gotta go nowhere. You could stay here all you want. Yeah. So my point is that I had to wait. Or I'm the one that was really supposed to, like I had shit that I had to take care of, and I had to wait 10 months to really like change my life and move out and get a house and put my family in a good spot. And like, everybody knew where I lived too. You understand?
Okay.
So this is my neighborhood. So everybody knows where I live. So. Yeah, just to give you context, everything happened. Yeah,
so now you get this deal, and changes your life, like you said.
Right.
What is that day like? What is that moment like for you?
I ain't gonna lie, it was one of the best days of my life. Yeah. When I seen that wire hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I seen that wire hit, it was one of the best days of my life. I moved out of my house the next day.
Really?
Yeah, cause I knew people knew that I had got signed.
Yeah,
so
you gotta get out.
I'm like, yo, we got dip.
Well, that's smart because mad people feel like, oh, you know, I'm loved in my hood. I ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I knew I wasn't loved.
Yeah. I mean, and I always tell people like, yo, you get a bag, bro, you better go. You better go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't mess up your blessing. But yeah, so what's what is it like now? Because in the beginning you're independent, doing everything yourself. Like you said, you're kind of like doing the treatment for videos, or at least giving the ideas of how you want things to be shot. Now you get signed, you got a label, a machine behind you. What is it like working with the label?
The label's a bank. That's all they go for. You know what fucked me up though? I got signed like 3 months before the pandemic hit. So like a lot of my money went to living.
Damn.
During the pandemic.
Not even like producing music and all that. Okay.
My money personally, I'm saying, but
Yeah.
a lot of my shit went towards living.
Wow. Would there be anything that you would change?
No, there's nothing I could have changed.
Yeah.
There was really nothing I could have did.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I told you, I've been taking care of my family since I'm a teenager.
Yeah.
I know how to, I'm responsible with money. I have good money management.
Yeah.
There's nothing I could have did better.
Gotcha.
You understand? I'm not kids like him. I don't go spend my money on lean and shit like that. I make sure the bills are paid. My kids are good. My family's good every month.
Yeah.
So I was already doing that at that time.
Yeah.
So I had good money management. There was nothing I could have did.
Damn.
You know, it was life, you know?
Yeah.
But if I didn't have good money management, I would have been broke. But I'm also diligent in trying to figure out how to invest and how to further make money in certain different spaces too. So that helped.
Gotcha. When he comes home, was there any conversation with y'all?
Nah, he unfollowed me within like 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you expect that, or you kind of were like?
You know what it was though? I already knew that's what it was gonna be because when he was coming home, my manager at the time was his manager too, and he was like, "Yo, we're gonna get a van for him. We're gonna go up there, pick him up, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, what's the vibes? Who's going? He's like, "Yo, he said he don't think he wants you to be there," type shit. I said, "Huh?" I said, "I said, no." I mean, I already told him I didn't want to fuck with him anymore anyway. In that last phone call.
Yeah.
But I mean, I already knew anyway at that point. So then I knew. I'm like, all right, shame. You know.
Yeah. The thing that's crazy to me is because when I watch his interviews, he kind of seems like. That's why it's so crazy to me. He seems like he would still want to be cool with you.
He came off like that in a No Jumper interview, but then, like I said, gradually he went on like a fucking ABG Neal press run and just was talking crazy about me.
Yeah,
in multiple and mad interviews and shit like that.
I'm trying to think. Was it upper classes? I don't.
It was lower level shit.
Oh, okay.
A couple things, and then it wasn't just that. He would like go on Instagram subbing me like a girl, like
gotcha.
Talking, whatever, just saying dumb shit about me, and he dissed me in a song. I'm not ABG. I'm fucking ABG. I'm EBK. It's just little like girl shit. Like it was shit that he just kept doing. I didn't even respond to it. He's a fucking drug addict. Yeah. It was fucked up because I told you he was like a weird emo kid when I brought him in.
Yeah. And
he was a drug addict. I said, yo, if you're over here, you can't do drugs. And that I'm saying that. Yeah. That's my rule to be around me. There's no drugs. I don't trust that. Anybody who knows me in real life, I don't accept no drug addicts in my circle.
Gotcha.
So yo, you got to stop that shit, or else that's over here. That's my rule. Yeah. So he stopped it. But whatever. I'm saying that to say,
I'm trying to catch it. You saying that to say basically he went back.
Yeah, he's a fucking. Hey, all he does is do drugs all day.
Gotcha. It was a struggle for him to, I guess, stop. Was it a struggle for him to stop?
Yeah.
Or did he even really stop?
Nah, he stopped. I don't allow that shit around me.
Okay.
I don't allow that shit around me. That's my number one rule.
Why?
And there. What?
Why?
You can't trust no drug addict.
Yeah.
They'll do anything. They'll rat their own mother out.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
They'll steal from their kids. They'll steal from their mother.
Yeah.
You understand? But he, that's what he does now. He came home. He's upset that he thought he was gonna resurge, and that shit didn't work for him. So he just, once that No Jumper interview, he was like kind of collecting in that interview. Once he realized he wasn't going nowhere, he was like, "Fuck, what am I? Let me start."
Yeah.
Let me start like talking shit about me type shit, like talking about him talking about me. So he's a drug addict. I mean, he's doing drugs on Instagram every day. It's loser shit. You know what I'm saying?
You can't see yourself ever being cool with him again, right?
Nah, never. I mean, I wish we could just, you know, I would fight him too. I don't.
Why though? Like, if you don't even want to talk to him anymore, what's the
Just because
point,
he keeps
man?
talking crazy, and I don't talk about him.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like I'm not even talking about you. This is my first time I ever mentioned this kid's name.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, and you keep going, and it's like I said, you do like the corny shit on Instagram, and even like more frequently than the interview shit, and it's like I don't bother you, and you're like, you just keep talking about me. I don't understand, like, and it's like, I don't know. He was like that. I'm not even gonna say it, but
Okay.
but yeah, I would wish for a fair one, but I'm adamant about fair ones. Anybody who knows me in real life, and not to go into this, but there's no reason
to it.
Yeah, there's no reason why I can't shoot no fair with anybody I have an issue with. I mean, you know, we all make it home at the end of the day. We fight like men.
Yeah, different time, different era.
Yeah, I'm like an old soul.
Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying. Rest in peace, King Von. He kind of passed away trying to fight.
Cass is corny too. Krimelife Ca is corny because in his no jumper interview, he was acting like he was so hurt that I got jumped.
Yeah, he did say that.
But then he came home, and when he got in his bag, he was mad that he didn't make it no more. Like he's not gonna make it. He realized. He started talking mad. He kept going on about me getting jumped and like blah blah blah. Like that was like his, like he was making fun of it and shit like that. But like I don't understand why he makes like coming from a non-street dude. Yeah. Well, I guess he has everybody under the perception that he's a street dude. Making fun of me for getting jumped is crazy, especially because like a couple months before I took him in, he got beat up by dykes.
What you mean?
Like lesbian, aggressive females. Like he got beat up and tased in a house by dykes.
How? Damn.
I don't know. And like you're not known for no violent shit. You never did no violent shit.
Yeah.
I told him this too. I said, "Yo, you went to jail for guns. Anybody could go grab a gun."
Yeah.
My case, and we had this argument on DM. I'm like, my case. I'm like, you know me. My case was violent.
Yeah.
I'm just using an example. So I don't know why me and you are arguing. You're not a violent man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm just saying I'm just in
two different things.
And if we're going by comparisons.
Yeah.
Like we have two different resumes.
Yeah.
And that's the point I was trying to prove to him. Well, not prove to him, but I'm saying when
you were speaking to him.
Yeah. But he kept going on about that. But it don't make no sense. Even last month, he probably don't even know I know this because I'm in tune. But he just got beat up by this guy on his block he lives. He jumped out. He was trying to be tough. The guy was trying to holler at his girl or some shit. The guy jumped out the car and beat the shit out of him. He deactivated his Instagram because he had 2 black eyes. I dare him to say I'm lying. He don't even know I know that.
Well, so a guy tries to holler at his
One
girl.
man.
One man tries to holler at his girl.
Yeah. He started talking crazy.
And then the guy beat him up.
Beat the fuck out of him. 2 black eyes. He deactivated his Instagram for like 2 weeks.
Damn, that's one of my worst fears.
I dare him to lie and say that didn't happen. Wow. So I don't know why we're playing the Superman role and talking about people. Anything can happen to anybody. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. That's the thing.
But he got beat up by dykes though. That's crazy.
Nah, I never heard that.
I never heard that shit in my life. They tased him, they fucked him up, probably hit him with dildos and shit.
Yo, shut up, man.
I word to my mother, dykes beat him up. I'm not even joking. I'm not exaggerating. He got jumped by dykes.
You know he gonna want to see this and probably be like, nah, you know.
He can't say that didn't happen. He knows that happened.
You know, I kind of want to rewind.
Yeah, Krimelife Ca.
Y'all was rocking Gap like crazy.
Right. That was coincidental. It was funny because he was rocking the Gap shit, and I was already doing the Gap sweatshirts too. Yeah. So we were like, yo, this be fire if we like did this in a video. Like we kind of took like the twins concept of like the Fat Joe and Big Pun shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Type shit. So that was kind of like, and we were like, yo, if we do that, that should go viral because we was already doing it.
Yeah.
You know
why stop wearing the Gap? Like why stop doing that?
It was a moment. It was a moment thing.
Yeah.
It was a moment thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a moment thing. Shit wasn't like.
Okay. Because I feel like for me, I'm thinking, all right, I'm rocking all this Gap. Yo, I'm going to be a brand ambassador.
Yeah, we didn't even get into that either. I'm like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck am I heightening their brand for?
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
But that was, like I said, that was, you know, that felt, you know, that helped with the virality of things too. The Gap shit for sure. Because everybody's like, the fuck they wearing?
Yeah. Gotcha. He says, I don't know if you want to get into this, but he kind of says that.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about it because I haven't spoke about him.
Yeah,
so I spoke about whatever.
There was an issue between. He says, you know, I got ABG Neal telling me stuff. I got Benji telling me stuff. He says, kind of like, I don't know if he still talks to Benji. I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
he basically says that there was, you know, yeah, I guess you was coming to him with how you felt about things. He was coming to you with, he was coming to him with how he felt about things. How did you feel about, I guess, when you seen him say that? Not sure, did you see him speak about
no
that?
jumping in.
What did you think when he said that?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I mean, there really is no argument on that because his, and no disrespect to him. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have no personal grudge to him. I did not green light this. I did not tell anybody to do this. But the day after I got jumped because he was there.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody knows that he was there.
Okay.
He's the one that locked himself. You wanted to know. He's the one who locked himself in the studio and said they know him as a GDK rapper.
Wow.
So because of that, you know, my acquaintances had stole his chain, made him bring his chain out. They took his chain off him, and you know, just like yo, you're not good no more type shit.
Yeah.
I didn't tell nobody to do that.
Yeah, that was the following day.
Following day, I did not tell anybody to do that.
Yeah.
And the person that did that is the one person who's still in the Krimelife Ca's life. So there's no debate there about what really happened.
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding. You understand?
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right. That's a fact. And I don't listen. I don't hold no grudge to him. I don't want. I'm not saying that to
Benji.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not saying this to like.
Yeah, bash him or whatever.
Yeah,
You
I'm just. This is what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm allowed to say this. I mean, you didn't help me, so I'm allowed to be able to say it. I'm not saying it with no ill will, but I should be allowed to say that at least.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But there is no debate there. There is no back and. There should be no. He told me this. He told me this shit because I mean, the proof is what happened according to the circumstances.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't tell anybody to do that. That was just like
On their own accord.
like, yo, you didn't do the right thing. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. You know what?
He had felt the type of way. I want to say this too. He had felt the type of way saying that I should have stopped it from happening. Like
Who?
Benji. He was mad. He was upset at me saying that. He was like, yo, his exact words was, yo, you're like my big brother, blah, blah, blah. Like, you weren't, like, why would you let them do that to me? And I tried to explain to him that, why am I supposed to, like, first of all, I didn't tell anybody to do anything to you.
Yeah.
And number two, I'm supposed to worry about you. I'm recovering.
Yeah.
You want me to, you're blowing my phone up as my head split open with staples. And you want me to worry about what you're doing because of what you didn't do? That's crazy. So, like I said, it's no ill will, but the whole shit.
Yeah.
That shit right there that happened, and it's crazy because that shit caused crazy, like, mad shit. I cut off so many people due to that shit that happened to me.
I see you doing the vlogs. Well, first of all, before we get into that, what kind of made you take a step back from the music?
All right, so yeah, like I feel like I talk about this to, you know, like when I stream and shit like that, but anybody who really knows me, like we were talking before, my goal wasn't to be a rapper. I didn't have this long life dream. Yo, I want to be a rapper and shit like that. Yeah. I knew I lived a life that I would be able to talk about when I got older that would make sense for music. Yeah. And it was real and it was authentic. And, you know, so I started rapping a little bit, not taking it serious. And I always said if the music did work out, it would just be a stepping stone. It's not something I wanted. Yeah. I don't want to be a rapper for a couple of years. I never wanted to just be a rapper. So that wasn't like a dream of mine. Gotcha. I used it for a stepping stone because not to talk like toot my own horn or anything like that, but I'm just like people know me for my personality. I'm gonna say it like that. Yeah. Like being funny and you know like so I always knew that like I could use that. Maybe I could act after that or whatever the case may be. Is do other endeavors. So the music was just a stepping stone. I didn't want to be a rapper. Understood. The fucking stupidest career ever. Yo, I swear to God.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yo, anybody at home, kids at home, I know everybody wants to, but do not try to be a rapper. It's the worst career path you could take.
What makes you say that?
There's more negatives than positives.
You know what's crazy?
We'll be a mechanic, man. My check engine light comes on because I have a bend sometimes. I could use y'all. Yeah.
Look at him trying to flex.
I'm just saying.
Yo, you know what? We see you. I know you went on to have businesses and all that.
Yeah.
What business? What's the businesses and what even inspired that?
I mean, shit. I mean, like I just like I said, I am always a man that does my due diligence and trying to see how I can invest and how I can keep the bread flowing and have multiple sources of income. And you know, I've always been like this. You know, I've always had to try to have the millionaire mindset and have multiple passive incomes and shit like that. So I mean, I just try shit. I mean, anybody who knows me, and I'm not trying to, because I don't get to talk on interviews much. Of course. You got me here, so I get to talk a little bit. Anybody who knows me knows I've always had my own motion. I never needed nobody. I don't come from money. I don't come from a 2-family home. My mother got sick when I was young. I had to figure it out. And mind you, I take pride in the fact that I never had to be around nobody to get no money. I always figured it out myself.
Gotcha.
Always had my own motion. And on top of having my own motion, I take care of who I got to take care of.
Okay.
So, I feel like it's important for me to tell people that and people to understand. That's me.
Yeah.
And
of course.
one thing about me, like, nobody can ever say I didn't go get money.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want about me. It's fine. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. Can't say I never went and got some money. I've been hustling forever.
Yeah.
So,
gotcha.
I'm using that as context of what made me, you know, this is just me. I'm always trying to figure out new ways to make money.
What's the businesses that you have? Like, what
I don't, just because I got so many issues now, I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying. But you know, I'm in, you know, I got situations going on. And,
Understood.
But one thing I will tell you is like brick and mortar shit, like brick and mortar businesses, physical places is way harder than I thought that it would be. Like growing up, it's way more work and money that you would think to put into. But yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm always looking for new ways to get money and keep the bread flowing and keep the bills paid. So.
Gotcha. I see you started doing the vlogs, and I don't know if how well y'all know one another, Felly Gats.
Oh yeah, I never met him, but he's cool though. We talk on Instagram and shit.
Yeah, I'm real cool with him.
Word?
So he just was
the interviews and shit together, right?
Yeah. He was like, yo, tell him I said what up.
That's my guy. Yeah.
Bet, but
he's cool. Yeah, we be joking around on Instagram. He's cool. Yeah, we never met formally though.
Gotcha. Now, I know you did the vlog. I think it was in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, yeah.
What made you even start that?
I mean, I've been saying for the past couple of years that, you know, especially that I haven't made music in a couple of years, that I was going to start doing the YouTube shit. And like I said, people always like me for my personality. A lot of people was like, yo, a lot of people don't even like my music. They just like me. They thought they were like, you know, I do funny shit on Instagram and shit like that. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of just fell into place. Brandon Buckingham, the guy I did the Puerto Rico video with, he had hit me. It's funny because it was like so coincidental. I had just bought a camera to start vlogging like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
I didn't use it yet. And then he had hit me like, yo, I want to do a video with you. Like, could we put something together? And I said, yeah, let's do it. So I put together the Puerto Rico video and we did it. And I kind of just been running since then. But it's funny because I had just bought the camera to start doing that.
Yeah, and he just hit you up.
The cards fell in place.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I've been streaming. I've been doing the Twitch thing, the streaming shit for like 6-7 months now. So I was already doing that, and that's been fire. So
how did you even get into that?
Bro, people been asking me to stream since 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, they wanted me to see my person. Like, you know, I have fun doing it. Honestly, it's like I have more fun doing that than making music.
Wow.
But
what are you doing on the stream?
Like I do, like, you know, like I could do, like I really could do everything on there. Like I'll react to shit. Okay. You know, maybe I'll do like, you know, I have a guest on stream. I had Wolfface Joey on my stream, the Cake song. Yeah. I had him on, like kind of like how like Aiden Rose and Kai Cenat, like that type of vibe.
Gotcha. All right. That's what's up. So I guess the people could expect more from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, no music though.
No music. I will never make a song again in my life. I already vowed.
Really?
Unless you want to pay me for a feature, that's different. But I'll take that. But make my own song now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was already making a decision as I was like still making music here and there. But I'm like I was kind of just doing it because I'm like, yo, people want it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. I was forcing myself to do it.
Yeah.
But I was already my foot was already out the door long time before I even made the decision type shit.
And you never miss it, right?
Hell no.
Okay.
How many words can you rhyme?
Yeah.
There's only so much shit you can rhyme with.
Yeah. Who's that at the door?
Yeah,
knocking.
There's only so much you can say.
Man, ABG Neal, man. I definitely wanna just thank you for coming on the platform, you know, blessing the platform with your opinion, with your story, your side of things. I feel like you're one person who kind of stays out the way, stays to himself. So
this is big. This is my first. I don't do this.
That's a fact. I also want to say, like, I love to say to people, like, without y'all, you know, I got to give y'all flowers for all that y'all did for the culture, because without y'all, I don't have a platform. So I appreciate.
No, but likewise too. You guys are more important than people like to.
Well, you know how I go though, but you know, and I always say that, like, there's no reason for blogs, journalists, media, and artists to be beefing. I know we see that a lot. It's better. Let's just respect one another, give one another the flowers. So definitely got to give you flowers, man.
Appreciate it, likewise.
But word, ABG Neal, man, this is the first one. I pray that it's the first of many.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know you have a crazy story, and Obviously, with your blessings, after we put this out, I'd love to come back and we tell some other stories,
Yeah.
you know, completely separate from
Right.
what we covered today. You know.
Nah, I got some good stories. I got some good stories that we'll be able to get into. So
let's get it. So yeah, man, ABG. You know what? Before we go, is there anything you want to tell, you know, your fans or some support?
Only thing I'm gonna say is this, right? I don't really care how people feel about me because I don't entertain. This is the first time doing this, and I let people run with narratives they want. When it comes to this particular situation about the allegations that were made with the snitching shit, I just want everybody to look at the facts. Don't be biased. Look at what's being presented to you during this interview and be logical. You understand? Because fuck the street shit. I'm a man with morals, and that shit is tainting me as a man.
Yeah.
So look at the facts is all I'm gonna say. I just want people to, that's the most important thing of this, for people to look at the facts and see the proof in the pudding.
Gotcha.
So that's the biggest thing. That's all I care about. I care about my name.
Gotcha. Well, y'all heard it. ABG Neal, until next time, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.